Oh, you better not be. You're. I don't understand how these people are in the opening or the ending credits because it feels like they're going to get their asses kicked out of the hotel. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are back with another episode of Apocalypse Hotel. We are in episode 2, which of course means we have a board. And with a board comes the board change log. Now, I have given Yachio her name. I don't think we heard it during episode 1, but now we know what it is. The alien guest was named to, reading this one, Nojujammer, and I added the environment checker robot. So those are our new additions. Obviously, I put a green line there between the environment ECR and Yachio. And that's the general thing. I'm using Yachio as the connective tissue between all of the robots of the hotel, right? So that's what the blue line represents. I guess I kind of considered all the robots of the hotel a family unit, right? So Yachio is the mouthpiece, the adult amongst the adults, right? So when somebody shows up and interacts with the hotel as a whole, I'm connecting them to Yachio, as that is our point of view character. And otherwise, obviously, yeah, I made ECR an enemy of our alien guest because they kept pointing a gun at them. So, that said, though, I also come with notes. I was going to say that this was going to be one of the rare occasions that I didn't do a breakdown of any sort of the opening of the show, nonetheless I figured out interpretive dance. But at the very minimum, I can say, or I can at least point out, that the Tanuki family is 5 members strong. There is also fairly good imagery of Yachio reaching out towards the fading light as the sun sets on the hotel, very clearly on the metaphor at play, and the characters expressed fear from the first episode. Let's see, we have the advertisement for Stella Maris, the third floor restaurant. Welcome to Stella Maris. Our goal is to present to our guests flavors that are a fusion of traditional and contemporary. Be it a casual lunch, a romantic dinner, or a special celebration, we hope to help you create an unforgettable memory that lasts for the ages. Our robot chefs, programmed with recipes from all eras, all across the globe, are ready to serve you a wide variety of dishes with an Italian touch. Japanese traditional cuisine, as well as new age robotic creations alike, will be prepared for you using fresh ingredients procured locally in Ginza. We strive to satisfy your cravings with the perfect selection from a wide-ranging menu. Well, I guess that answers one question, and literally the worst way possible. I had wondered last episode about the kitchen and its meat selection. My hope was that they had the most efficient freezer in the history of freezers, but no. Their in-house ad states that the food is always fresh and locally sourced, meaning that the robots are hunting for fresh meat to stock the kitchen every day, and then serving that food to no one, essentially wasting food and needlessly killing local wildlife. It's surprising that boar and deer from episode 1 weren't more afraid of Yachio than they were. We do not allow animals to stay with us, even as pets. That Tanuki family is going to have to get some work done to win over the staff, I guess. So, what did the alien really do? It collected samples of the plant life, where the infortunium is coming from, planted alien plant life in the ground outside the hotel, secreted purple ooze into the local water supply, I would have to suspect that it was on a mission of some sort to either investigate surviving Earth life or reverse the infortunium effect. The spores it released could be a pollinization effect. The things it planted could be alien plant life that thrives on infortunium, the same way native plant life eats up CO2. Maybe its fluids have some sort of neutralizing effect themselves. The problem is that aliens are inherently alien. As I mentioned before, for all we know, they created the infortunium crisis in order to create a world they could inhabit, regardless of any native species, and it's just checking on that progress with this hotel just being an oddity in the way. There's no way of telling. I didn't say it here, but obviously what I'm leaning towards is alien terraforming of the Earth, and that just happened to get rid of the human race. So, Environment Checker Robot, again, I'm just going to refer to him as ECR from now on, was those rows of robots we saw in the intro of episode 1, essentially the Wall-E/Eve of the show. Just like Wall-E, all of the other bots broke down over time, and this is our last ECR on Earth. ECR says the environment has made drastic change lately, though, which supports at least some of my ideas about what the alien is up to. I'm taking the fact that ECR has a giant gun to be a levity moment of the show, as I can't imagine it serves any serious purpose. Just because ECR hasn't gotten any reports back in like 30 years doesn't mean that humanity is actually dead. It could equally mean that they either just don't care or are dealing with other concerns. Likewise, ECR doesn't say what his reports are. If he's still reporting back that Earth is uninhabitable, humanity might have just decided that it doesn't need to waste time to send a message back until such time as an all-clear message is received. Also, I suppose, the fact that only one robot is reporting back, rather than the global response. Who's to say that ECR's eccentricities aren't being read by any survivors as software malfunction, and he's been written off as broken too? In the bill she gives the alien, it included a consumption tax of 15%. As we know by the news report in episode 1, the consumption tax had gone up to 50%, so his bill should have actually been 210,000 yen. He was getting a 49,000 yen discount. That, or I guess it implies that Yashio is not giving the correct consumption tax amount. I don't know. I don't think I'm a fan of the Easter egg program. Like, who put that in? The owner? Did he guess that one day aliens would arrive and programmed his robots to shoot hot water out of their mouths if the hotel robots ever served them? Maybe if the reward mode made more sense, I'd be on board. But this is one thing that doesn't feel right. And my last note here. So obviously my first guess towards what's in the vial would be an evolutionary agent to create the Tanuki family. But I also suspect that they might be their own thing altogether, in which case, maybe something to grow more aliens. Beyond being green, where the alien stuff was purple, it shares a lot of similarities to the alien. The seed thing popping up like the alien's head tentacle did, the fluid looking like it reacted in the same way its goop did. I think I would lean into that theory more than the Tanuki one. That said, though, that is everything I've got from the last episode. So I say let's go ahead and hop on in and see what we've got this episode.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, If you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
it's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
there's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
それでは各担当から
I recognize the maintenance robot wasn't on the outside of the building.
のお客様がいらっしゃってからもうすぐ50年です。
Wait, what?
はい。私たちは一度100年待ったのですから、あと50年は待ちまし
So
ょう。
we're jumping ahead 50 more years? So it's been 150 years now.
では本日もお客様を笑顔で迎えましょう。愛すべきお客様にハートフルな京都最高の笑顔を。
Oh, that they... Okay, yeah. Okay, so... That was just the platform that Drillerbot was on. That entire thing wasn't Drillerbot.
まあ確かに俺もあんたも愚かな不念仏だぜ。いくら頑張ろうが待ってるもんは帰っちゃ来ねえ。
New robot? I mean, not new robot, new, alien? To be fair, her giant smile is that literally anything is a possible new guest, right? Except... Sorry, I'm just now thinking. Except in the case if it's an animal or another robot. No, actually, they thought ECR was a guest until it revealed that it itself was not a guest. So I have the interpretation that if a robot showed up and said it was a guest, they would treat it like a guest. Also, I'm now realizing, what if the Tanukis are aliens? If they are aliens, that could be them. Although I don't know how I'm going to think about it, because they are coded as being from Earth. The Tanukis, I mean. I don't know what to call them. Dad Tanuki? Does, oh god, was it the John Travolta movie where he, like, disco dances? During the opening here, he literally does the move. And how would he know the move unless he's from here? I guess technically they could be. See, he's doing it right now in the background. I guess technically he just could have watched the movie. The hotel does have entertainment. She told the alien that.
人類が帰ってきたのでは。
そんな都合よくいくか。
Yeah, what, 0.00002%? Oh, that's Dad Tanuki. I was right.
嘘だろ。
ほら、ほら、もうこれは、ほら、これは。
確かに形状は似ているが。
I mean, tail.
お帰りを心よりお
Okay,
待ちしており
not a
ました
tail, though. Also, they're lying. But how would they know to lie?
私、文福プロチオーネ。見ての通り地球人です。まずこちらのメスは妻。
マミです。地球人です。
小さいメスが
Second show in a row that has a mammy.
地球人です。
小さいオスが息子。
ふぐりです。たぬき星人です。
A Tanukian.
こら、ふぐり。
地球人って言うんでしょ。でも嘘ついたら巻きしょわせて火つけるって。
今はいいの。今は火つけない。
おい、どうなってる？ちゃんと教えといてくれないと。
私はちゃんと教えました。
Did the other alien just like go out and spread word
お姉ちゃんの目見てふぐり。
that there's a robot hotel here that will serve you if you're human?
死んじゃうのやだ。じゃあ言ってごらん。地球人。
集合。
ふぐりです。地球人です。
I mean, the tail is already out there.
行きたいです。
いやお前、尻尾生えてるぜ。
弟は地球人です。
よく見りゃ頭に葉っぱも刺さってる。
地球人です。
この子ら そこでございます。名はムジナと申します。私どもプロチオーネ一家、ご覧の通り全員
I just
成人でございます。
is this like a vacation spot now for aliens?
大家族ですね。もしお泊まりの場所が決まっていらっしゃらないようでしたら、ぜひ私どものホテルへお越しくださいませ。
ほう、ホテルですか。それはちょうどいい。宇宙船の損傷が激しく、どうしようかと思っていたところなんです。
すぐにお部屋をご用意いたします。
What the hell is going on in space right now?
した方がいいと思うぜ。
確かに、それはそうですね。皆様、
はい、
宿泊費はお持ちですか？
ありますとも。地球人
I mean, if not, you could just lead them to the bank that you need to rob.
知らねえぜ。
I mean, they're not
こちらが
animals,
私どものホテルです。
so I think we're
な
fine.
かなか立派ですね。
ほんと、こんな偏僻なところなのに。僕は穴の方がいい。どこでも頑張って生きてくの。はは。
おい嬢ちゃん、まさか。
ええ、人類の、しかも団体のお客様です。
I mean, just
任せろ。最高のドア開きを見せてやる。
okay. I thought maybe he thought they were animals. To be fair, it is a backwater planet. Literally, it's an abandoned planet
ようこ
with
そホテル銀河楼へ。
just a couple of robots.
私、当ホテルに勤めます八千代と申します。
お世話になります。お世話になります。
こちらのご宿泊名簿にご記入をお願いいたします。
おやおや、そうやって私どもを試してるのかな。
試すとは？
ちゃんと文字も練習してきましたよ。こんなこともあろうかとね。
I mean, it's not going to be any worse than the original Alien.
ほら、ダメでしょ。動かなくなっちゃった。え？こんにちは。あれ？
書きました。
I gotta side with ECR on this one though. It's like it's a what the hell is going on here situation.
それではお部屋をお取りいたします。何日のご滞在になりますか？
とりあえず300日ほど。
長期滞在プランですね。
はい。
その場合、前もってデポジットをお預かりすることになっております。
ああ、どうぞ。
300日のご滞在ですと、まず30日分の。
7日で。
はい。
7日で。
300 to a week is a big old
ご
difference.
家族でしたら、通常のお部屋を2つか、または少々お高くなりますが、
Oh, because they're not gonna pay. Obviously,
大
that's
きい
the
方で。
ネットワークが断絶しているため、現金でのお支払いのみとなっておりますが、よろしいですか？
よろしいです。地球人ですから。
では、お部屋までお荷物をお運びいたします。
they're gonna dine and dashes on this hotel. Whatever the equivalent to that would be. A hotel. Okay, magical Tanuki
これは
playing dead.
人類じゃありません。
だから言ったろ。
たぬ
I
き
mean,
精神。
worse yet, though, they took
この
an
星の言葉では一番近い表現かと。
they took an animal form, and they can't have animals in a hotel.
どこかへ向かう途中だったのか。
いえ、最初から目的地は地球でした。気候が故郷と似ていましたので。
ポンコたち、帰るお家がなくなっちゃったの。
どういう意味でしょう？
私たちの星で縄張り争いが激化して逃げ出さざるを得なくなってしまったんです。
Was it supposed to be shit? I don't know why they're blurring it that way.
この星ならゆっくり過ごせるかと。
でも宇宙船は壊れるし、あなたたちもいるし。
こうなったら生きるためにやるしかない。 私たちは今から地球人だ。
それで人類だと嘘を。
嘘をついたことは謝ります。
I mean, it doesn't bode well that they don't mention any actual humans, but they know about humans, which has to be a good sign.
のびのびと育ってもらいたかった。
どうかお願いします。宇宙船が治るまでの間、ここに止めていただくことはできませんか。
Just have him rob the bank. You were good for the other
数
guy.
年前から地球外生命体の方もご宿泊できるようになっています。なのでご安心ください。
ありがとうございます。
しかし地球の言葉がお上手ですね。
ずいぶん知識もあるよ。
That's what I'm saying.
地球人の船で勉強したからだよ。本当ですか？ここに来る前に。
Are they gonna say it was like a wreck? They found a wreck? There we go. Fuck.
いつお戻りになると言っていましたか？私たちはずっと彼らの帰りを待っているのです。
Uh-oh, it's lie time.
ちょっとそういう話はしなかったですね。
その時はまだ地球の言葉がよくわからない。
To be fair, it's just one ship.
彼らと別れた後も勉強を続け、ようやくここまで話せるよう
There
になっ
was
たのです。
tons of ships. This is just one
そう
ship.
ですか。ですが、そのお話を聞けただけで嬉しかったです。ありがとうございました。代理経営
Also,
55,278
150 years worth of paper for paper reports.
地球外生命体のお客様から人類が生存しているとの情報を得る。
Ah, this is painful.
引き続き皆様のお帰りを待つ。
Again, it's not instantly a negative thing, because it's one ship out of many, but it doesn't bode well for the rest of humanity to still be alive out there.
交代します。
おい、見ろよ。
I mean, if you'd finished the hot springs in the last 150 years. Also, they're possibly killing your fish.
ああいうのはガツンと言わないと良くないぜ。
You have a pool. Direct them to the pool.
ポンコ様、フグリ様。ああ、やちおちゃん。見て見て、フグリ。大量大量。
They're definitely killing your fish.
みんな部屋にこもってるよ。昼間は特に。タヌキ星人は臆病なの。ポンコたちは宇宙で育ったから違うけど。そうですか。ここはお客様皆さんのスペースなので、こういう遊びはご遠慮ください。水浴び、ダメ？はい。そして、この水槽の魚は食べて
Yes, you can take a dip. There's a pool. Shown last episode. I appreciate that they're respectful kids, though. Realize that they've done wrong and apologize.
お行儀よくしていただければ、ここにいてもいいですよ。じゃあ一緒に遊ぶ？遊ぶことはできません。仕事中ですので。お仕事って？このホテルのいろいろなことをしています。いろいろなの？いろいろって？やちおちゃん、それ何のお仕事？お客様をお待ちしています。楽しい？ええ。
I mean, I guess it serves as good character interaction. Whereas before we were seeing that the day-to-day life was kind of really boring.
こんなにいい星なのになんでみんな出て行っちゃったの？動物いるのに。霊長類のみに感染するとても変異の早いウイルスが蔓延してしま
Was
い
it
ま
really
し
a
た。
virus? It just really felt like the plant pollen.
使ってないのに取り替えるの？はい。このホテルにお泊まりになるすべてのお客様に最高の状態でお部屋を提供するのが私たちの役目です。地球人が帰ってくるまで？ 帰ってきてからもずっとです。ポンコたちが地球人だったらよかった？
I
いい
mean,
え、
yes.
たぬき星人の皆さんも
I
ホ
mean,
テルの大
yes,
事なお
though.
客様です。とっても嬉しいですよ。
I mean, it's nice, but we'd like the humans to come back, please.
え、廊下に？
Do they not understand what a toilet is? It's in their
これ
room.
はうんちです。
Disgusting. I wouldn't think that Flycatcher was the poop-eating robot.
はい、あちおちゃん、どうぞどうぞ。失礼いたします。何をなさっているんですか？
ああ、これはタメフンですよ。
タメフン。
私たちの行動範囲を他の方々に
It's not your territory, though. Not yours to mark.
縄張り争いが起こっては困りますから
I have to think
ね。
this is what caused the turf war. It was poop. I was right. There was poop covering the planet.
されているのはお客様方だけです。
なんですって。
他に誰もいないの？
はい。
早く教えてくれればタメフンしなくても済んだのに。
他のお客様がいたとしてもしないでください。
やらないの？
すみませんでした。
すべてを否定しているわけではありません。私たちも50年前に地球外生命体のお客様がいらした際、星ごとの文化や習性があることを学びました。
そうなのですか。
今は難しいです。
See, they're not asking about what the other alien was like. So I'm wondering if they know about aliens too.
集合。いやー、お客様に寄り添う素晴らしい心がけだと思いますよ。
ありがとうございます。
I wish you would have cleaned up the poop while we're here, though.
お客様、困ります。
私たちは薄暗いところが好きでしてね。修正ですよ。
You guys might not be guests for this hotel.
夜中ですし、危険なので廊下は走らないでください。
私たちの習性よ。それに誰もいないんでしょ。
Doesn't matter.
畑から直接食べるのはおやめください。
私たちの習性なんです。
We're gonna have to, like, train you people.
環境の悪化ってことで勝利しちまうか。
いけません。
Oh, you better not be. You're.
おいおいおい。
I don't understand how these people are in the opening or the ending credits because it feels like they're gonna get their asses kicked out of the hotel.
やちおちゃん。
いやー、ようこそ八千代さん。快適に過ごさせていただいていますよ。
この穴は何ですか？
Like 150 years, not a hole in the hotel.
少し住処を広くしてみました。
本当ならもっと植物が欲しいのよね。今度ルームサービスとやらで八千代さんにお願いしようかしら。
やちおちゃんもお仕事しやすいでしょ？
Do they have the resources to even be able to kick these people out?
あの汚れは。
汚れだなんてひどいな。私どもの星では大抵こんな感じですよ。廊下でのため糞は控えましたので、その代わりと言いますか。
自分たちの匂いがしないと落ち着か
I
な
mean,
い。
Doorman robot would be muscle here, but I think he would be shut down just opening the door into the room.
ああ、すみません。無理に部屋を片付けようとされてしまった。
And you're risking destroying another robot?
寄り添っていただけるとおっしゃっていたのに、このロボットと来たら困ったものです。
Kick him out. Throw him on the street. Why would you program that in? implying that you wanted her to attack a guest.
どういうつもりなの？こっちは客なのよ。
Not guests anymore.
お客様であれば勝手に何でも許すということではありません。私はこのホテルを守るためなら、たとえお客様であっても流れます。愛すべきお客様にハートフルな京都、最高の笑顔を。ようこそホテル銀河楼へ。
I literally don't, like...
お疲れ様です。交代します。
You either have to reteach them about what it is to live at this hotel, or you kick them out.
ポンコ様、何をされているんですか？おはようございます。お掃除をしています。それはわかります。ですからどうして？ポンコ、ホテルのお手伝いしたいの。たくさん迷惑かけちゃったから。ここで働かせてください。お金はいらないです。
See, that's why I was doing like this, because like I don't know how to teach it. One, it's a crying kid, but at the same time, these are the last robots.
それにポンコ様は子供です。地球では働ける年齢というものがあるのです。何歳なら働けますか？当ホテルの規約では15
That's
歳
still
から
too
となっ
young.
ています。54歳です。働けますね。
Okay, we're doing vampire rules for child labor?
よろしくお願いします。ハートフルな銀河楼は最高の笑顔です。ちょっと違います。
Well, I mean, I guess it's the... Oh, you know, if I had ever done a breakdown of the ending credits, I would have seen the child smiling in the dirt and everything. Okay, I guess this is a thing. We can repopulate, or not even repopulate, we can keep the hotel going with the facet that every robot that breaks down is an irreplaceable robot. But now we have guests who literally wanted to stay for 300 days and then said a week, so clearly they plan to stay forever, but have no money. Which again, I don't think is a thing that matters. So is ECR going to take them on a whirlwind tour of the planet? So here's the thing. If the ship had opened up to space, right? Then the bacteria wouldn't be able to eat away at the bodies because the bacteria would die in space as well. Meaning that they should be mummified, if anything, and not desiccated. Which I guess implies that maybe they died before the ship fell apart? Sorry, we also have Fail Fisher in the chat saying they discovered Tokusatsu. My initial thought was, were they in orbit of the, Sorry, my brain just shat itself reading Fail Fisher's message. Did they discover the Tanuki planet, and that was the source of the turf war that was mentioned before? That humanity died off fighting Tanukis for ground? A literal shit show, if you will. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot here. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm instantly, obviously, on the robot side. I guess for multiple reasons. One, they're technically the last remains of humanity. If you've ever seen that old show, Life After People, which covers what happens if like all of humanity disappeared one day. How long buildings, landmarks, the Hoover Dam, etc., would survive without people on Earth to maintain them. The robots. This is the Life Without People robot edition. And obviously the hotel is also just that too. It's like the one last thing. So having the Tanuki show up and just like literally shitting all over the halls when we had a rule literally about not letting animals in. So I'm instantly on that side. But then you have child crying, and it's like, oh no, well, shit, I can't parse these two things together. Feel bad for one, feel bad for the other. But then again, there's all this shit about humanity is dead. But again, it's just one ship. We saw a ton of ships taking off. Also, she's keeping the alien file thing on the desk, and she's kept it there for 50 years. Also, Alien didn't come back for 50 years, but then again, he only came 100 years later. So, maybe he'll come back. And they don't mention anything about another alien, so are they so cool with other aliens existing that it's not noteworthy for them? Or are they like, oh, another alien? Better not talk about it the same way we don't talk about the humans being dead. And then the false hope that they've given her by just saying, yeah, no, the humans, yeah, we didn't talk about that. I appreciate that the show is very much a on the surface character examination or character interaction. Like, I'd put this maybe in the same ballpark as Spy X Family, right? But there is just enough stuff in the background or being withheld character to character to make me think there's more here that I keep wanting to get more of. Like the idea that ECR is going to be going from hating these guys to what he was doing at the end of the episode, like, laughing about it, to, in the end credits, apparently taking them on world tours of landmarks. So, that's it. There's a lot going on here. I will, of course, come back at this with more notes next time, but I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. So, once again, I've been Theta, this has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?